Hello class, I am Happy Narang, your subject teacher of environmental science. Today I am going to cover the topic that is ozone layer and its depletion. So let's start. Ozone is a form of oxygen. Most of the atmospheric ozone occurs in the stratosphere region. The greatest concentration of ozone occurs between 19 to 30 km. This band of ozone rich air is called ozone layer. Ozone is both beneficial and harmful to us, but the depletion of ozone layer is very much harmful to the environment and habitats. Layers of the atmosphere is divided into 6 layers. It is the thickest near the surface and thins out with height until it eventually merges with the space. The troposphere is the first layer above the surface and contains half of the Earth's atmosphere. Weather occurs in this layer. Many jet aircrafts fly in the stratosphere because it is very stable. Also, the ozone layer absorbs harmful rays from the sun. Metals or rock fragments burn up in the mesosphere. The thermosphere is a layer with auroras. It is also where the space shuttle orbits. The atmosphere merges into space in the extremely thin exosphere. This is the upper limit of our atmosphere. The ionosphere overlaps the other atmospheric layers. The air is ionized by the sun's UV light. These ionized layers affect the transmittance of radio waves as shown in the figure. The sun's ultraviolet rays. The sun emits energy over a broad spectrum of wavelengths. Visible light that we see, infrared radiation that you feel as heat, ultraviolet radiation that we can't see or feel. UV radiation has a shorter wavelength and higher energy than visible light as shown in the figure. Now we'll be discussing the advantages and disadvantages of UV rays. Fortunately for life on Earth, our atmosphere's stratospheric ozone layer shields us from most UV radiation. It affects human health both positively and negatively. Short exposure to UVB radiation generates vitamin D, sterilization, pest control, authentication of documents. High exposure of UVB radiation can cause skin diseases, even skin cancer. Now we'll discuss the ozone layer. It is a deep layer in the stratosphere encircling the Earth that has large amounts of ozone in it. The layer shields the entire Earth from much of the harmful ultraviolet radiation that comes from the sun. For nearly a billion years, ozone molecules in the atmosphere have protected life on the Earth from the effects of ultraviolet rays. The ozone layer depletion, as shown in the figure. The ozone hole and its causes. Recently, chlorofluorocarbons, in short we can say CFCs, were used as a lot in industry and elsewhere to keep things cold and to make foam and soaps. Strong winds carry CFCs up into the stratosphere where UV radiation breaks them apart, releasing chlorine atoms. Each chlorine atom can attack and break apart, destroy as many as 1 lakh ozone molecules during the time it is in the stratosphere. The chlorine from CFCs reduces, or we can say depletes, the amount of ozone in the stratosphere. Other ozone eating chemicals are pesticides such as methyl bromide, halogens used in fire extinguishers, and methyl chloroform used in business as shown in the figure. Damage to the ozone layer can cause the following: skin cancer. 10% depletion in ozone result in 30% increases of skin cancer. Then cataracts, suppression of the immune system, premature aging of the skin. Since the benefits of sunlight cannot be separated from its damaging effects, it is important to understand the risk of overexposure and take simple precautions to protect yourself. The precautions are shown in these figures. Observation on ozone layer depletion. There are many observations on the ozone layer. The following are a few observations as shown in this figure. So first we'll talk about observation 1. Scientists did predict that ozone depletion should peak around year 2010 as worldwide controls reduce the release of CFCs and other ozone eating substances. Nature will repair the ozone layer. By year 2065, stratospheric ozone should return to the amount present in 1980. Until then, we can expect higher levels of UV radiation at the Earth's surface. We need to take care to avoid the bad health effects that could result from too much UV radiation as shown in the figure. Now we'll talk about the observation 2. Most countries have seen the threats created by ozone depletion and agreed to a treaty called the Montreal Protocol. This protocol will help humans to stop making and using ozone eating chemicals as shown in the figure. Misconception about the ozone layer depletion. The table shows the common mistake and fact. So first we'll talk about the common mistakes. Global warming is caused by the ozone hole, which was created by chemicals like CFC etc. CFCs are too heavy to reach the stratosphere. Now we'll talk about the fact. The ozone layer protects the earth from the sun's harmful UV rays. Hole in the ozone layer has been caused by chemicals released by humans. CFCs are commonly believed to be heavy, but atmosphere gases are not sorted by weight. The wind mixes the gases and they reach the atmosphere. How to protect the ozone layer we will discussing here. The ozone layer must be protected. For this, the use of CFCs has to be stopped. We must buy products that are labeled ozone friendly or CFC free. Substitutes for CFC should be used. HCFCs are substitutes for CFCs. Let us all take a step ahead and save the ozone layer as shown in the figure. So here is the conclusion. Ozone is both beneficial and harmful to us. Ozone depletion can cause a variety of health problems in humans. So it's our duty to protect the ozone layer. Some international conventions like Vienna Convention and Montreal Protocol are of greatest success stories. The climate of Antarctica has changed a lot for ozone depletion. Future will reflect both ozone recovery and GHG warming. Protect ozone layers, save life on Earth. Earth without ozone is like a house without a roof. Save ozone layer. There are some references as shown in the figure. If you disturb the nature will disturb you. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.